Hello everybody, and today we're going to be doing a walkthrough of Resident Evil 1 Remake. We're going to be doing it on Jill with hard difficulty, and we're not going to be using any new Game Plus items, and we're also going for the best ending. So what the best ending means is we have to keep Barry alive, and we have to save Chris at the end. The goal of this video is to show you guys a decent route and hopefully get your unlimited rocket launcher, unlimited handgun unlocked, and some costumes. For the sake of my game flow, I am going to be skipping the cutscenes and everything, and I'm not going to be reading files. So if you guys really need that story stuff, you can get it on your own playthrough. We're also going to be doing this with 0 saves. So if I die, we have to restart. And if for some weird reason I die, I'm just gonna delete this recording and go again. So, quick little Resident Evil 1 facts for this game anyways. You do run faster without a weapon equipped, or if you have a knife equipped, compared to if you have like your handgun or something equipped. I'll also be telling you guys which zombies we need to kill and burn to avoid crimson heads. If you kill a zombie in this game and you don't either A, destroy its head or burn him, I can't give an exact time limit, but eventually they will come back as a crimson head, which is a very annoying enemy to deal with in this game. So, we're searching for Wesker. All you gotta do is run up and down the stairs, and that'll prompt Barry to give you the lockpick.
Thanks.
And as soon as we get the lockpick, we're gonna go over here. We start the game off with the unlimited rocket launcher in our inventory, but we will not be using it. I'm going to be depositing that in an item box as soon as I can, so it can stop taking up inventory space. And pick up this grenade over here because we can. Then we're going to run up these stairs. And once we get up to the door, we're going to want to get our handgun out and ready. Oh, another trick, you could probably hear me spamming my controller. Whenever I go up the stairs, I spam the run button. It's called stair gliding in this game. And it does help you get up it a little quicker. So we're going to go in this corner, shoot the zombie till he drops. No need to kill him, just get him to drop to the ground. And then we're going to pick up the green arrow. Golden arrow. Now I'm gonna try to bait this zombie to come out so we can try to go around him. And I messed up. That's okay. We have health to play with here. This is not a no damage run. We're gonna pick up the handgun rounds and then we're just gonna leave out of this room. So the goal of that is to get around him, pick up the handgun rounds, and get away. I honestly should have had him go down the hall a little sooner when I went for the dodge. There's always improvements to be made. Always improvements. If any of you guys watched any of my Resident Evil 2 remake videos, you'll know that I'm always trying to improve on everything. So there's 2 zombies out here in the graveyard, and we are able to kill them, and we do not have to worry about these 2 turning into crimson heads. There's only few zombies that won't turn into Crimson Heads later on. It's these two zombies here, and then there's like 3 zombies in the laboratory that also don't turn into Crimson Heads. Other than that, though, I'm pretty sure every other zombie in the game can and will turn into a Crimson Head. But the way I have my route set up, we don't fight any Crimson Heads in the game. Excluding Elder Crimson Head, because he's a boss. But I have my route set up in such a way that we do not deal with Crimson Heads. I can't stand Crimson Heads. Crimson Heads and dogs are the 2 most hated enemies of mine in this game. So we examine the golden arrow to get the arrowhead out, and then we put it in the statue there. We run down these stairs, and we're going to get the Book of Curses. And we're going to examine the back of this book to get the sword key. And now that we have the sword key, we are able to continue on to the other half of the mansion and get the make our way towards the shotgun. Jill gets the shotgun for free. Chris does not. So when I do my Chris video, I have the beginning of the route a little bit different. I like to get the broken shotgun early on, very early on as Chris. So we come back into the main hall, and then we go to these double doors over here. There's a map up in that statue if you want it, but you would have to push that bookshelf over and climb up and grab the map. So we go in this hall, and then on the second cabinet, we have our first defense item. Defense items are very good in Resident Evil. Allows you to avoid a lot of zombies. But defense items only have one use. So once you use a dagger, you won't be getting that dagger back. But there's plenty of defense items throughout the game. So we're going to use the lockpick on this door right here. I'm not going to be doing the plant bug glitch, so we need to pick up the plant chemicals here. Don't go any further, just grab the chemicals and go. If you go any further to try to pick up those herbs or anything, the dogs will hop over the fence. Next, we're going to go into this bathroom here to get another defense item. You just remove the water from the tub, and then you get a little cutscene where Jill stomps a zombie's head in. So we're going to go over into here now. And then inside this room is another defense dagger, and then the shotgun that we can get for free. Once we get the shotgun, we just head back out here, and then we'll have to do a little cutscene. Get through this cutscene, just try to open both the doors. And then just back up a little bit.
Oh God.
And then Barry saves us. Once the game loads. Alright, now once we get to this room, get the shotgun equipped, and then we're going to stand right about here. And we're going to decapitate this zombie. That zombie seems to decapitate about every time. I can't honestly remember the last time he didn't get decapped, but you want to wait to the last possible second. The more you play this game, the more you'll figure out the timings. So we picked up our fuel canteen. This is what we use to burn zombies. And I'm going to get rid of the rocket launcher, the green herb, the shotgun shells, the plant chemicals. Keep the handgun, the shotgun, the fuel canteen, and the key. And then make sure to fill your fuel canteen. So each time you fill up your fuel canteen, you get 2 charges. Which means you could burn 2 zombies. And each gas tank lets you refill twice. So once we get up here, get the shotgun out and ready. I'm gonna hope we get lucky and decap this guy, but not so lucky. So we used 1 more shotgun shell than I was hoping to. And then we're gonna go over here. Once you're in this hall, just hug this wall over here. And that's how you can dodge that zombie. Inside this room we got some handgun ammo and then the dog whistle. We're also going to pick up the lighter over here on top of this table. Now it's very important to have at least 1 inventory slot free before you go back to the main hall. That way we can get the acid rounds from Barry. And now that we have the lighter, we're able to burn zombies. This zombie we're going to want to burn. So, rule of thumb for burning zombies. If it's around the safe, one of the safe rooms, you want to burn them. And if it's an area you know you're going to be traveling through a lot, you want to burn them. So this zombie grabbed us, unfortunately. I was hoping he'd be on the other side, but this is what defense items are for. So now that we're back in the main hall with at least 1 inventory item slot free, we get 6 free acid rounds from Barry, which is very helpful. There's a zombie in here. He's on the other side of the room. Once we go into the room we're about to go now, though, he does teleport and we'll start being on the other half of the room, which means we'll have to start taking the long way around. There's 2 zombies in here we need to kill and burn. This zombie always gets a grab off. We got lucky this time that he got dropped. I think the zombie ended up... There we go. He turned the corners. So there is auto aim in this game, and I recommend using it to your advantage, whether to check if an enemy's dead or if an enemy's in the room. The zombie drops to the ground, but he's not dead. Jill will still auto aim to the zombie, so that's a great way for you to tell if the zombie's dead or not. Now we actually got lucky here that both the zombies landed on top of each other, so we should be able to burn them both together. Oh my god. Which does save us a charge. You can burn multiple zombies at once, but they do have to be pretty much right on top of each other. We're gonna backtrack down the hall a little and use the lockpick to open up this door so we can refill our canteen. There's a battery pack in here. That's another defense item. And then the jerry can, fuel canteen. This zombie laying over here is dead, but he will eventually turn into a crimson head, so we're just gonna burn him up now. I don't remember the exact time he turns into a crimson head. I think it's after you get the armor key. So we're gonna drop off our pistol, pick up some shotgun shells, and then drop off the acid rounds. Be careful on how many times you reload the normal shotgun, because eventually we are gonna stop using this shotgun, because we'll be getting a better one later. So basically any spare ammo left in your normal shotgun is just wasted shotgun shells, basically. I am reloading it this once because we're going to need it for a little bit. Use the lockpick to get in here. Now since we've been injured, we can use this little patch of green herbs here to fully heal. And then we're going to want to back into this far corner here, get the shotgun ready, and blow the dog whistle. Now we want to wait until the dog's close and makes a jump. I hate dogs. Especially in this game. They take like no hit stun. Once we kill the first dog and get the collar, immediately leave here. Because there is a second dog that we do not want to have to deal with. So now that we got the collar, I'm going to take this opportunity, since the zombie here teleported, and will always be on that half of the room from now on, to go and push down the statue so we can get the blue gem off of it later. And then we're just gonna loop back around. There's no reason to kill the zombie or put any ammo into it at all. It's just a waste. The zombie's easily avoidable. So now that everything's set up, I'm gonna go get the armor key now. We're about to come up to our first Crimson Head zombie, but he is completely avoidable. Now if you edge up on the wall here a little bit, you can actually pick up the green herb before waking up the Crimson Head. And we just completely run past him and go through this door. So we're going to pick up the armor key here, and then it's going to spring like a little booby trap thing. All we have to do is examine the dog collar. And then they'll give us a coin. And then we turn it backwards. And then we get the fake armor key, put the fake armor key where we grab the real key, and that's how you do that. Now the Crimson Head's still in this hallway, but he's on the other side where the fat zombie is. So we could just go this way and not have to deal with him. Now, the very first zombie we encountered in this game, I'm gonna shoot with the shotgun. Hope we get a decapitation off. If we do not, I did purposely leave the fuel canteen in our inventory. Very nice. Since we popped his head, of course, we don't have to burn him. I'm gonna pre-use the mansion key, the armor key in this door. And then I'm gonna unlock this door with the sword key so we can discard it. But there's no reason for Jill to go in that room, so we're not going to. So next up on our agenda, we're gonna go pick up the grenade launcher and then do the Richard serum run. Or actually, no, I'm wrong. We're gonna get the first death mask off of the plant room first. Make sure you pick up this blue gemstone before you go do this, because we're gonna be using it. Now, since we are doing the best ending, we are gonna have to pick up the extra Mo disc in the mansion later on. Remember to take the long way around. And then, well, I'll just explain it when we get to those points. A zombie's gonna be busting through the door that leads out to the balcony. Once again, I'm gonna try to decapitate him. If not, we have the fuel canteen. We did not get the decap off, so we're gonna have to run back and burn him. Do not, I repeat, do not reload this shotgun. And that's the last zombie that we're gonna be burning in Mansion 1. So we can get rid of the fuel canteen now. So we have 2 extra bullets in the shotgun. I'll be using it later for Yawn. Get rid of the shotgun and the ammo for it. Pick up the plant chemicals. Pick up your handgun. Drop off the fuel canteen, the lighter. So your inventory is going to want to be handgun, plant chemicals, armor key, and the blue gemstone. Excuse me. We're gonna run down here, and we're gonna go into this room where the tiger head statue is. And that's where we deposit the blue gemstone. I guess you could save time and keep the shotgun shells in your inventory, since you're picking up more anyways. It's just force a habit for me to get rid of them. Now, for Jill, we really don't need to go into this room. I'm gonna go in, grab the handgun ammo from the bed, and then nothing else. Don't go up to the closet. The 2 zombies will wake up, and it's just not worth it. If you're playing as Chris, you have to. Jill, you don't. Now that we got everything, we're gonna go over here. And this puzzle is pretty easy to solve. we're just gonna put the plant chemicals in the water, and then we're gonna turn the valve to the red position. And now we have our first death mask, 1 of 4. So we have extra inventory spaces, so I'm going to pick up some green herbs. Just make sure to leave 1 inventory space open for the grenade launcher. So we are able to pick up 2 green herbs. Two zombies are going to bust through the window, but just keep running. You don't have to deal with them yet. That's why I like to hit the lion statue and grab the handgun ammo before we get the death mask. That way we could just run straight out of the room. So now we're going to be making our way back to the main hall, and we're going to go grab the grenade launcher. And after we get the grenade launcher, we're gonna do the serum run, the save Richard. This is optional. Even if you're going for the best ending, this is optional. But I strongly recommend you do it so you can get the assault shotgun, which is a better version of the normal shotgun. So I highly recommend you do it anyways. We're gonna pick up the grenade launcher. Don't go down more. Just grab the grenade launcher, leave. There's also a dagger on the bench. If you go down farther, Forrest will wake up. Yeah, it's just ammo you don't want to be spending. So on hard difficulty, I want to say because it's a timed event, I want to say it's like 3 minutes, maybe. So if you're quick enough, you can do the whole plant chemicals stuff portion and save Richard in time. I've seen it done before. And I'm sure I'm quick enough to do it, I just don't. So the serum run's easy. We just gotta go back to the safe room on the other side of the mansion, pick up some serum, and then go back to Richard, thus saving him, and that will allow us to get the assault shotgun a little later on. Not much really to say about this. We are going to do a little bit of inventory management. We can get rid of the shotgun shells, the death mask, pretty much everything. Keep the handgun on you along with the ammo, and then make sure to pick up the lighter. And then the serum's over here on the shelf. I repeat though, make sure you have the lighter in your inventory. And now we just run back to Richard. gonna get up to this door. Have your pistol ready. There's one zombie in this hall that we're going to kill, but we don't have to burn it. Just kill it. Unfortunate. I was really hoping he would drop. He is dead though. By the end of this game, I'll have a surplus of defense items anyways, but I still don't like to use them just for no reason. There's handgun ammo here in the table, and then we're going to use the lighter on this candle. There's a zombie hiding here behind this cabinet, so what we're going to do is we're just going to back in. That way we can run out. This zombie... Okay. Well, what I was going to say before we popped his head was we don't want to kill the zombie. We just want to get him to drop to the ground so we can run in and grab the musical score. But if you can decap him in two shots, that works too. That zombie, depending on how fast we are, will turn into a crimson head. And he's completely avoidable too. We have extra inventory space, so I'm gonna pick up these 2 green herbs. As long as you leave 1 inventory slot free, you're good. Now I want to avoid the zombie if possible. And then go into here. So the combination of this puzzle is we push in this statue first, the one holding the spear, axe spear thing, and then we're gonna push in the one holding the battle axe over here, and then the last one we push in is the one with the shield. It has to be in this order. And we'll be able to get to the jewelry box. And inside this jewelry box is our second death mask of 4. To get this jewelry box open, all you have to do is examine it, press the button on the front, and then the button on the back. Now the zombie positioning might be random here. So since we took a while, this zombie's moved, but we are able to get the dodge off on him. I don't like that hallway. That's probably my most hated hallway in the game right there. So since we came back here, Barry was been nice enough to give us supplies with some handgun ammo and a first aid spray. We're going to pretty much drop off everything but the key. Keep the key on you. Hey. Pick up this first aid spray if you want it. So we're gonna go solve the puzzle to get us the wind stone, which we will need to get the magnum later. Once again, optional. More so for Jill than Chris, but the magnum is just a very good weapon to get. Chris, I would say it's not optional, because Chris needs the Magnum.
What do you make of?
So we start off, we're going to grab the fish hook over here. And then we're going to get the lure of a bee. Don't push the button yet. And then we're going to get the bee specimen. We're going to combine the lure and the fish hook and then put it in here. And then put the bee specimen over here. And now we press the button. Try to be quick so you can avoid getting stung. Just run up, grab the stone, run out. Metal, medallion, whatever it is. Now on the other side of the room over here is a green herb and some ink ribbons. I'm just running in here so we can get this green herb and combine it with the red herb I picked up. If you're trying to speed run this game, don't do what I'm doing now, it's just a time waste. So next up on our agenda is getting the third death mask, and then we're going to do the piano puzzle. First we're gonna do some inventory stuff. We can get rid of the first aid spray. I'm gonna pick up the shotgun. Since we have extra ammo in it, I'll be using it in our first yawn encounter. Pick up all the death masks you have, the musical score. Make sure you keep the wind crest on you. I'm just double checking that I got everything. And yeah, that's all you need. So for the first yawn fight, and Yawn's the name of the giant snake, you can fight him, shoot him, get him to run away, but I think it's a waste of ammo. So we're not going to be fighting Yawn exactly. And I'll show you what I mean by that. So for this puzzle, go to the first picture, press the button, and then don't do anything with these two pictures. We're going to run around, and then these first two pictures, we're going to hit the button. And then we run to the end over here and hit the switch over here. And there's our third out of 4 death masks. To help free up some inventory space, I'm going to take this opportunity and drop off the death masks now, just to get them out. So just look at the statue. Like, this statue's missing his eyes, so you do the death mask without eyes. This one's missing his eyes, his nose, and his mouth, so it would be this death mask. And then the last one we deposit is the one that's missing his mouth. Now we're going to make our way to the dining hall. And at the end of this dining hall, we're going to want to pick up this wooden emblem. Be kind of quick in this hall. There's a zombie trying to bust through the door in this hall. And eventually he'll break through, but as long as you're quick enough, you're fine. He'll never break in. So now that we're in the piano room, just push this bookshelf once, and then turn a little bit like this, and you can actually grab the musical score without needing to push it all the way. Combine the musical score with the musical notes or whatever, and have Jill play the piano. Then we pick up this golden emblem and put the wooden emblem where the golden emblem was. And then we're gonna go take the golden emblem and put it where the wooden emblem was. Very sophisticated stuff going on here. You hear that? Zombie busting on the door. I don't know how many busts it takes before he actually breaks in or not. I'm gonna mute my mic because I feel a sneeze. False alarm. So now we put the golden emblem where that one was. We're gonna solve this puzzle over here. And the way we solve it is we move the large gear to the left and we do this 2 times. And then you stop turning. And I'm gonna tab out and make sure my mic actually unmuted. Okay, just had to double check. I'd hate to do this whole run recording just for, you know, my mic to be mute. And then we get the serpent key. Now we'll start making our way back to where Richard is. And depending on how quick we were or not, there maybe will be a Crimson Head zombie in the hall. But I think we were quick enough. I don't think he turned yet. So, if the zombie did turn into a Crimson Head yet, all you have to do is just run forward, unlock the door, and go through it, and then he will be despawned. Yeah, he hasn't turned yet, so we were quick enough. Like I said though, if he is a Crimson Head, by the time we leave this room, he'll have despawned anyways, so you don't have to deal with him. So the goal here is to not get bit. If we get bit, we get poisoned, and then we'll have to use the serum run again. So Richard's gonna come out and start shooting Leon, and we're just gonna let that happen. We run to the back here and pick up the death mask. And we just keep running from corner to corner and let Jan chase us. Since we had the extra shotgun shells, I'm just putting them in anyways. So Jan has to take... Oh shit. Ah, damn it. Jan has to take a certain amount of damage before he'll, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. This is gonna be close. This is gonna be very close.
Thanks.
Richard!
How do you feel about this? Run forward, pick up the assault shotgun. Jan won't bite you, he's gonna fucking pounce. Oh my lord. Oh, I don't want to have to restart. So, we gotta hope we can make it to the safe room in time before I die. We have to do another serum run. There's a zombie in here now, we're just gonna take the other loop around to avoid him. I might die here, boys. I might die here. It's a sad but true possibility. I just want to let you guys know it's been an honor. If someone could please tell my mother I love her and that I'm not going to be paying her that $40 back. I leave my Xbox to my nephew. He's not old enough yet to play it, but at least he'll have something. Oh god, this is really close. Oh god. Dear Lord. I'm not ready. Oh god, I'm in the red health. Ah. Oh. I want to know how close that was. My lord. Now that we got the assault shotgun, let's grab our shotgun shells. Might as well. And that's all we'll need. So it'll be the death mask, the wind crest, the assault shotgun with ammo. So, and it is possible to avoid yawn. What you do is you stand at the end of each room and stand on the side of the pillar. Then you got to figure out what direction of the pillar is yawn gonna go around. He's either gonna go left or right, and whatever direction he doesn't go, you go. And then you run to the other half of the room, same thing, into the last pillar. And basically you're just running circles around Jan till Richard shoots him enough to prompt the cutscene where he gets eaten. And then you're able to pick up the assault shotgun and leave. So now that we have our final death mask, we're gonna head up to the Elder Crimson Head fight, and it's a pretty easy fight. A lot of it's gonna come down to whether or not Elder Crimson Head takes hit stun. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. So we're gonna have the assault shotgun equipped, and then we're gonna place the final mask. Usually takes 4, maybe 5 shotgun shells if you're unlucky. He did not take hit stun, which is unfortunate. So he did get 1 slash off on us, but he also took 3 shotgun shells to take down. And then once he's down, we pick up the stone metal object out of his coffin. There's handgun rounds here. I want to say I average around 4 shots with the assault shotgun to take him down. And then once we get the stone metal object, we are gonna backtrack over here through the painting room. And this finishes the Mansion 1 segment of the game. We're about to move on to the guardhouse segment. Get the assault shotgun ready. There's a zombie here that we're gonna want to drop. It doesn't matter if you decapitate him or not. He'll be despawned by the time you come back. So we won't have to worry about a crimson head when we come back. Be kind of quick here. A dog's gonna come out. Run up to here, put the stone and metal object in there, and then quickly go to the door. Do all this before the dog comes to you. We got shotgun shells over here in the corner. And we also have a battery pack defense item and a first aid spray on these shelves. So we have two rooster windmill things. And what you want to do is have the arrow get pointed at the bottom right of your screen. So for this rooster, that means west, W. And this rooster, same thing, bottom right corner. And this one, it's N, which means north. And now we have the gate unlocked. There's some crows over here we have to kill. We'll be using the shotgun for this. So in total there's 6 crows. And then we'll put the wind crest in here. And we get to do the most boring, time-consuming puzzle in the game right now. This is to pay a homage to the original Resident Evil. Instead of collecting death masks, you were running around the mansion getting these crests. So what you do is, after you pick all 3 of them up, just examine them, go to the back, and you can hit a button. Do that on all 3 of these. And then once you do that, just simply put them in here, and then we'll have the Magnum. So it's a pretty free and easy way to get the Magnum. Now we're gonna make our way to Lisa's house. And Lisa is a recurring enemy throughout the game. She's an extreme bullet sponge. So there's pretty much only one point in the game that we're actually gonna be shooting her, and it's this one coming up. After this, pretty much every time we see her, we're not gonna put one bullet in her. It's just not worth it. She doesn't actually die, just after so many shots she'll be stunned on the ground, allowing you to get past her. We're gonna run all the way through here, jump down here, and we're gonna get the crank. And once we get the crank, we go back, have the assault shotgun ready. Then we get whacked on the head. So this is another RNG kind of thing. It's all going to be based on whether or not Lisa takes hit stun. This game's pretty terrible when it comes to enemies getting hit stunned or not. It feels extremely random. We run up these stairs and just start shelling away. She did take hit stun, so we got lucky there. Sometimes she won't take hit stun and then she'll get to the top of the stairs and whack you. But once you get her stunned, just simply leave the place. And we're gonna backtrack some ways. There's gonna be a zombie out here now. We're gonna avoid him by going around this tree over here. Oh, and I guess I never said this in the video. I am playing this on the last generation Xbox One. I'm using an Xbox One controller. I'm playing with the alternate controls, not the original like GameCube-like controls. Now that we made our way all the way back here, we're gonna go this way, and we're gonna have the Magnum equipped. Because there's 3 dogs in this next room that I just don't play around with. I don't play around with 3 dogs.
This is Brad.
1. Apparently one of my shots missed, so we used an extra Magnum round. But Magnum does one-shot dogs if it hits, so I really recommend just using the Magnum. If you try to use the shotgun or something else, you're just not gonna have a good time. We run over here and we're gonna use the crank on this hole. And that'll have the water released for us so we can get across. The guardhouse segment is kind of boring. There's not many enemies we actually have to shoot. It's mainly just puzzles. For Jill anyways. There's gonna be crows out here, so just keep running across and you won't get hit by them. I will be doing the V-Jolt puzzle. So we will be that was a cool lag spike. What was I saying? I'm going to be doing the V-Jolt puzzle, so we are skipping the Plant 42 fight. Unless you're speedrunning, I'd really highly recommend you always do the V-Jolt puzzle as Jill. Just saves you ammo, and you basically get a free boss fight. And we got a save room, we got a battery pack up here. And we're gonna want to drop off pretty much everything. Pick up the fuel canteen, your handgun along with handgun ammo, and then the lighter. So, handgun ammo, lighter, fuel canteen. And make sure to refill your fuel canteen while you're here. Am I 0? I am 0. Okay. Yeah. So, in the whole guardhouse, there's only one enemy we have to shoot. And it's one zombie. And then I also highly recommend that you burn this zombie, because he will be in a room that will be going through quite a bit. So it's just easier to burn him and not have to worry about it. We push the crate over here, and we have to keep going up and down these boxes. If you try to run across while Plant 42 is still alive, a vine will come out and damage you. We run out over here. We trigger a cutscene. It's burying so-and-so. I'm not going to spoil it. Talking. So we go through another cutscene, and then we're going to want to go into this bathroom over here. And y'all hear that door noise in the background? We pick up this key, by the way. That means the zombie came through. So there's a zombie in this room now. So have your handgun ready. Take care of him, nice and easy, and then we're gonna, of course, want to burn him. Make sure you're on top of him, apparently, all the way. Chris, you might be able to get away with not burning him, because you don't go through that room as much with Chris, but Jill, since we're doing the Vigil puzzle, we'll be going through that room a lot. So it's just best to burn him. So we backtrack our way over here. Then we're gonna go to this room on the right. There's gonna be 2 spiders in here, but you can avoid them. We're gonna want to run down these stairs to pick up the red book, and then this first aid kit that has a blue-green herb mix. We're gonna want that. So I kind of have to edge forward and see where the spider is. He's on the door, so we'll just beeline it. Open up this first aid kit now. Like I said, we're gonna want the blue herb here, because there's a point later on in the game that I may be getting poisoned. We use the key, open up this room. There's a self-defense gun here. Which is an okay gun. You only get 1 shot initially. I think it takes magnum rounds, but don't quote me on that, because I've never actually reloaded it. And then we run into the bathroom here to drain the water out of the bathtub. And it's gonna have the laboratory key, control room key. That zombie's gonna wake up, just, you know, do a quick turn and leave. The zombie out here also woke up, the one that was kind of hanging there. That's why I like to pick up the self-defense gun first before getting the key. So, refill your canteen, might as well. And then pretty much we're gonna deposit everything. The only thing we're gonna be keeping is the red book and the control room key. Everything else can go. that was close. So we're gonna head back to the room that we shot the zombie. And we're gonna push these bookshelves. And that will reveal a ladder. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Like I said, guys, the guardhouse segment of the game is very dull, with not much going on. So once we go down the ladder here, we're gonna play our favorite mini game in any Resident Evil game called Pushing Stuff. We're gonna push these 3 crates into the water so we can cross. Very action-packed horror game stuff going on right now. You do have to do it in a certain order, though. You have to push these 2 crates before you can get the other one down the hall. This one. Just get it all the way up against the wall and then push it this way. Very, very hard stuff right now. There's a green herb here, optional on whether or not you want to pick it up. I'm a firm believer that you could never have too many health items because crap happens. Crap happens a lot. So we're in the shark room now. I have a theory. It's not proven. But the sharks are less likely to bite you if you hug the rail. But like I said, I've never proven this because I've still been bit before. Like this one's probably gonna go for it. He wanted to. But my theory is if you hug the rail, the sharks are less likely to get you. So now we're gonna do the unknown source of pressure detected puzzle.
Emergency. Unknown source of pressure.
It is a timed event though, so you gotta be able
all doors to achieve maximum safety.
So we start by pressing this. And then we press this.
Reaching 30% of pressure threshold.
And then we gotta restore oil pressure. One thing to know, it's random what valve it is.
Reaching
So
50%
you just gotta
of pressure threshold.
press them and hope you get lucky and find which one's which. 1 wasn't it, so we're gonna try for 2.
Activate
Was
emergency drainage system immediately.
But I can tell you guys it's random each playthrough, whether it's 1, 2, or 3. Then you go back and press the thing, this thingy first. And then we press
Reaching
this.
70% of pressure
And you did
threshold.
it. You survived. You survived the timed event. And then once you get the shutters down, we go back here and drain the water. Okay, Jill, let's go. Alright. Now that the water's drained, we can safely go out here. There's magnum rounds on the ground over here. Definitely want to pick those up. Don't worry, that shark can't get you. Just run by him. And just run all the way to the end here. Hop up here. Try to grab the key, but I promise you won't fail. So this shark's still alive, so all we have to do is push this into the water here and flip the switch. Tough stuff. Now that it's safe, we can hop down and grab the key. Now that we got the key, we're gonna backtrack all the way back to the room that we killed the zombie in. But since the water's drained, we have to go this way. Well, this way is quicker anyways. If he did not burn the zombie yet, or at all, I think by now he would be a Crimson Head. If not, it would be very, very close. So we're gonna go into this hall here. You can use the residence key to unlock this door. Be quick in this room. There's quite a few bees flying around. We're just gonna make our way all the way back here to pick up the pest spray. And then quickly turn around and leave this room. As long as you keep moving and you're quick to pick it up, the bees won't get you. We head over here. We're gonna pick up the map for the residence, and then that'll expose a hole in the wall that we'll use the spray on. Now that all the bees are dead, we can safely be in this room. So since we're doing the V-Jolt puzzle, we're gonna unlock this door. So the three numbers are 3, 5, and 6. But what order they're in is completely random. So I tried 3, 5, 6, that didn't work. So let's try 6, 5, 3. That one worked. It's random. You just have to trial and error it. But the numbers will always be 3, 5, 6. Alright, V-Jolt puzzle time. First thing we're gonna do, we're gonna pick up an empty bottle. We're gonna fill it up with 3, which is red. So red. Then we're gonna pick up a second bottle. And we're gonna fill it with water. Combine the water with the red, and that'll get you purple. And then pick up more water. And then we're gonna pick up a third empty bottle. And then fill that with 6, which is yellow. combine the purple and the yellow, and that'll get you 10. And then pick up 6 again. Combine the yellow with the water, and then combine the green with the orange, and that'll give you blue. Then pick up more red, combine the red with the blue, and you have V-Jolt. Now that we have V-Jolt, we're gonna backtrack to the laboratory, the control room. So the V-Jolt puzzle is kind of like a math puzzle. Notice they all had numbers. So V-Jolt equals 20, the number 20. Water equals number 1. So water is 1, and then each color has a different numerical value. Basically, you have to mix them up in such a way that you can get to 20, which is V-Jolt. If you mess it up, you have to restart. And if you mess it up, there's a possibility that the room will be flooded with poisonous gas. So you have to leave the room and come back in. But if you just do it the way I did it, I promise you'll get it first go. So we backtrack all the way here, go up the ladder. And then we go over here to this room where Plant 42's roots are at. Just go in here and use the V-Jolt on it. And we killed Plant 42. He's donezo. And the game's even nice enough to let you throw away the bottles. So now we gotta go all the way back to the room where the bees were. But all this extra walking compared to actually having to use ammo and fight Plant 42, I think it's worth it. Like I said though, if you're doing speed running, I think you have to fight him as Jill. Chris, you have to fight Plant 42. You can get Rebecca to do it, but if you want Rebecca to do the V-Jolt puzzle for you, you're not able to get the assault shotgun as Chris. And I know I said it earlier, but for both Jill and Chris, the assault shotgun is a must. It is such a good weapon. Especially versus hunters. You will want that assault shotgun later when we start encountering hunters. So there's goodies to pick up in this room. There's handgun ammo and a red herb tucked in the corner. And then we're also going to want to grab the key, which is under the bee's nest. But don't worry, all the bees are dead. got the key, we're gonna go over to this door here and unlock it. We got one more puzzle to solve, and then we're done with the guardhouse. And we start by picking up this white book here. And then we're gonna use the red book. And we have to get the pictures lined up to where it's a naked girl. So start with the book, that's her stomach. Swap it with the book of her foot. And then the book of her hand and arm here, we're gonna swap with this book right here. And then this book, we swap with the book of her knees. And you did it. Hope YouTube doesn't take me down for that one. Plane 42's gone. There was a cutscene where technically he was still alive, but Barry comes in and saves the day. Now we got the mansion key. So we are done with the guardhouse, and we're going to make our way back to the mansion. And here's that red herb I told you was tucked in the corner. Now that Plant 42's dead, we can just run across now. We don't have to hop on the crates anymore. Gonna do a quick little inventory management before we make our way to the mansion. We can deposit the magnum rounds. We're gonna need the self-defense weapon, self-defense gun. We're gonna need our shotgun shells and the assault shotgun. Yeah, that should be good. So we're gonna be heading over to a point where we might get poisoned. So what I recommend doing is picking up this blue herb here as well. There's a snake dodge that I always, 9 times out of 10, always mess it up. And if you want to learn that snake dodge, I recommend you check out another video. Because I just can't figure it out. So you guys remember the crows that were here? Well, they magically turned into dogs. Just keep running though, you'll be fine. Dogs kind of take a while to wake up. There's gonna be poisonous snakes here. And if they bite you, there's a chance, it's not guaranteed, but there's a chance that you get poisoned. If you see Jill put her hand over her stomach, that means she got poisoned. So that's what the blue herb's for. Now, either Wesker or Barry was nice enough to leave us some supplies in this room. They give us some shotgun shells and another defense item. I'll never sneer at free ammo. They also leave a note on the wall you can read if you want. So the dog that was here is gone now, so you don't have to worry about him. Once we get up to this door, get the self-defense gun ready. self-defense gun can one-shot a hunter, and we're going to use that. Just run up here, pop. No more hunter. Get the assault shotgun ready. We're gonna go into here now. And since I'm in the caution health territory, I really hope I don't get one-shotted here. So we take care of that hunter. Wait for this other one to hop down. So what I mean by one-shotted, hunters can one-shot you if your health is low enough, which is usually around caution range for Jill. By the way, get rid of the self-defense gun. We're gonna want to pick up our handgun. You can get rid of the assault shotgun too. We're gonna pick up our handgun and all the ammo we have. So hunters have a one-shot mechanic where they decapitate you, and one saving grace is though it's not instant. The hunter has a build-up for it. If you see the hunter just standing still, and they kind of do like a little growl at you, move their arms back, they will jump and decapitate you. So ways to avoid that is try to keep Jill topped off on health when you know there's going to be hunters. And then another one is you can hope to get a weapon stun on them. If you stun them with the shotgun, they will not do the one shot. I don't know if you can run away from them while they do it. I've never tried that. By the way, we're gonna push the statue all the way across. So I've always just shot at them and hoped to stun them. So I've never actually tried the runaway method if they're building up for the decap. Food for thought. So once we push the statue all the way across, we're gonna run over here and push a button. And then run back. And push this until we get it on that square over there. And you do have to do this before the walls close in again. And then open up a secret passage, which allows us to jump down this hole and get the eagle medal. Have your handgun equipped. We're gonna examine this red book. Go to where the pages are, and then that's where you get the eagle medal. We're gonna go down this hall now. There's gonna be 3 spiders that we have to kill. And we're just gonna take it nice and easy with the pistol. If you get sprayed and get poisoned by the spiders, it's okay. There's a blue herb in the next room over here. Just take it nice and easy. That's 2 spiders. There's a 3rd one hidden to the left over here. Sometimes he likes to hide. So once you take care of all those spiders, we got shotgun shells over here. And we just run out over here. Now we got 2 zombies over here that we have to kill. Wait for him to get back up. Alright, so he's down. We got 1 more zombie. He's to the left over here. Take your time in here. Once both the zombies are taken care of, we got a dagger on the ground here. And then we gotta run over here to turn on the elevator power. And yeah, we have a zombie dodge coming up. So what I like to do is first position Jill to where she's right up on this table. And then once you see an opening, just run around them. The reason I like to put Jill up against the table is because it'll force the zombie to kind of move to one side of the hall. If he's like dead in the middle of the hall, you're not going to be able to get around him. So you need him kind of off to one side. There's 2 zombies up here we got to take care of. I'm going to use the auto in to make sure both of these guys are dead. Jill didn't lock onto them, so that means they're both dead. Inside this room, we got magnum rounds, shotgun shells, a battery that's a must pick up, and then a defense item. So pick up everything in there. And then go through this door over here. That's the first hall we went through to get the golden arrow. We're just on the other end of it now. And once we get over here, don't go to your left, Jill's left. Just go right to this door that I went to, because there's a hunter in there. He won't aggro onto you unless you know, move towards him. So it's just go the way I went. Gonna go into here, drop off an item real quick. Just drop off the battery. I'm just doing this real quick, so we only need 2 inventory slots. Just so I could do this room real quick, and then we'll do some real inventory management for a second here. Because I want to test something. I did a warm-up run right before I started recording this one, you know? And I think I thought of a way I can improve my time a little bit. So we go in here, flip the switch so the lights are off. We got handgun rounds sitting here. Pick those up, and then we're going to want to push this against the wall over here. Notice that eagle statue following us around? It's kind of important. We want to grab these jewels out of the animal heads up on the wall. But if the eagle's looking at it, you can't. So what we do is we get the eagle facing one way, and then we run under it. So see, he didn't see us, so he didn't turn. So we hop up here, and we can grab the jewel. Now we're gonna wait for the eagle to lock back onto us. Same thing, run under him, and then we can grab the red jewel here. And that's everything we need in this room. Now we're gonna do some inventory management here. Cause usually I backtrack for the yawn fight, but I think I'm able to do it while I'm on this half of the mansion. We're gonna want the Magnum. We can get rid of these handgun rounds here. We're gonna need both the jewels. We don't need the eagle medal though. We will need the assault shotgun, I know this. So this is my first time trying it this way, guys. That's why I'm taking a second here. More Magnum rounds. We can get rid of the shotgun ammo. So if this works out the way I think it will, you're gonna want the Magnum, the shotgun, Magnum ammo, both the jewels, and the key. And if this works, then I won't have to backtrack across half of the mansion. 2 hunters are gonna bust through the window here, just keep running. Ooh, he jumped for me. There's one zombie here. We're gonna be using the assault shotgun on. Aw, you dick. That's okay. We have plenty of defense items anyways. Alright, so since we're going for the best ending, we have to do this part right here. If you're not doing the best ending, it's optional. We're going to put the yellow jewel inside the tiger statue. And this will get us our first Mo disc. And we need this in order to free Chris later on. So grab that, head out. We got another zombie dodge up here. All we need to do is line Jill up with this wall and run forward. Easy peasy. So normally I would be going through the main dining hall, but I'm gonna actually make my way to where we're gonna fight Yawn. And we're gonna do the Yawn fight now. You know, I've played this game a lot. And I honestly can't believe it didn't occur to me to try this order of things until right before I started recording this video. It's gonna save you at least a couple minutes doing it this way than the way I was originally gonna show you that I normally do. So the on fight's simple. Get your Magnum equipped and ready to go. The on fight's pretty much a big game of Ring Around the Rosie. So we just go down here. Yawn's gonna bust through. Shoot him with the Magnum. Once he moves up, once his head moves up, immediately quick turn and run away. You gotta be kind of quick on your quick turns. Land shots, once Yawn gets close to you, just run away. And we're gonna be doing Ring Around the Rosie with this bookshelf. You don't want to run too far ahead because Yawn will actually turn around. Keep your distance, run in the circle. Once you feel like you're far enough away from Yon, shoot him. Me personally, I like to use the Magnum on this boss fight. You can use the grenade launcher if you want. And if you do use the grenade launcher for this fight, I recommend you use acid rounds. So yeah, once we defeat Yon, we pick up this book. Same thing as the red one. Examine it to the papers, and you get the wolf medal. So I'm glad that I finally wisened up and decided to go in this order. Now we don't have to run back to this half of the mansion. We could just continue on. Like I said, normally I would do everything else in Mansion 2 that I'm about to show you guys now, and then run all the way back here to fight Yon. And then after you fight Yon, I would have to run all the way back to the other half of the mansion again. So this is actually a good time saver. I don't think I'll be able to do this with Chris. And the reason I say do this order with Chris is I don't think I'll have the inventory space. Chris has 2 less inventory spaces than Jill does. So item management's a lot more important when you're doing a Chris run than a Jill run. But yeah, so after we fight Yon and you get the coin, make your way all the way back to the main hall of the mansion. And then we're gonna go to this door over here. Once you get to this door, get your shotgun ready. Got a zombie here that we're gonna try to... Aw. That's okay. There's a dagger defense item here, a green herb, and a jewelry box. Along with a thing of blue herbs for some reason. Honestly, never was quite sure why that was there. So we're going to want to combine the red jewel with the jewelry box here. And we got to put these pieces in certain spots. So we'll start with this big piece, turn it this way, and then put it in that corner over there. And then this piece we're going to want to put in this way. This piece will go up in here. This piece goes in like this. Now sometimes the pieces aren't far enough to the edges. So if that's the case, just move them over again. And then this piece goes in here, and then the final piece goes in like this. Just try to get a home for it. There you go. And then that'll give you a brooch. Examine the brooch, and you can turn it into a key. And now that we got the emblem key, we're going to go back through the graveyard and, you know, go through the picture room again. So Mansion 2 is pretty much over with. We just have to go in this room and then we'll prepare for the tunnel segment of the game. The caves. Use the key to open this door, and then we're going to want to turn on this lamp here. We got a metal object we need to pick up. There's also a battery pack defense item here. Just gonna do some quick little inventory management and then we'll continue on. Sorry if you hear that background noise outside. My neighbor's mowing his lawn. So we can deposit the Magnum, pick up shotgun shells. We can get rid of the wolf coin. We're gonna need to pick up the battery. We can get rid of the Mo disc. We're gonna need to pick up the crank. And then make sure to pick up the blue-green herb mix we have, because we're gonna have to run past those snakes again. And like before, there's a chance you can get poisoned. So make sure you have some kind of blue item on, or blue herb item with you. Just double checking. Yep, battery crank. So we're gonna go back outside and make our way. I don't even know the name of the area. It's the area right before you get to the guardhouse, really. I don't remember the official name of it. So we gotta run through the snake gauntlet one more time, one last time. So just hope we don't get bit and hope we don't get poisoned. But knowing my luck, both are gonna happen. Dang it. Well, good news is we didn't get poisoned. Remember, if Jill's holding her stomach, that means she's got poisoned. Alright, so there's a dog, two dogs here actually. Gotta run and be quick. Run over to this hole in the wall here, put the battery in it, and then immediately go for this elevator. You know, try to avoid getting bit by the dogs. So now that power is restored to that elevator, we can plug up the water here again with the crank, and that'll expose a secret entrance to the underground tunnels, caves. So now that we do that, just make our way back to the elevator, and then we're gonna hope we can avoid getting bit by one of the dogs. Keyword is hope. He's gonna hit me. Yep. It's alright. checking my health total, 'cause there's a few hunters we have to kill in these tunnels. Because if we were in caution, I would use the green herb mix that we have on us, just to, you know, be safe and not get one-shotted. So once you go down the ladder, immediately go to the door on the side, by the way. We're gonna go get the other crank. Once you enter here, there's handgun ammo down here. You just run over here. It's gonna be a cutscene here. Just examine the body, get the red crank. And then there's gonna be a hunter that comes in here, but he's completely avoidable. Just run past him. Because when he comes in, he has to do his little threatening shout, so you can just run right past him. There are 2 hunters in this next room, though, that we can't avoid, so get your shotgun ready. By the way, I don't know if you guys noticed that or not, but the reason I left and went over here is because I saw the hunter behind the other one was charging up for the decapitation. And since the hunter was in front of him, I knew I wasn't going to get a weapon stun off in time, so that question I asked earlier, if you can run away from them while they do it, the answer is yes. Yes, you can, apparently. So we get back to the loot box here. You can trade the assault shotgun for the grenade launcher. Deposit the green crank. We don't need that anymore. You can deposit the handgun, the herb. So you're gonna want the grenade launcher, the red crank, and you're gonna want a knife too, by the way, so pick up the knife. Six normal grenades from the grenade launcher is enough for the spider boss fight. Wolf, or whatever that spider's name is. Use the crank on this hole over here. Since we're down in caution anyways, I'm gonna pick up this blue green herb, because why not? Now we run up to this boulder and immediately turn around. The spider boss can poison you with this little acid spray. No need to worry though. In the room right after where we fight him is a blue herb. There's handgun ammo at the end of this hall here where the boulder was. And then we just go back to the other side here. Get your grenade launcher ready. This boss you can avoid if you can clear the door webs before he, you know, hits you. Wow. Frickin' wow. He got he I don't know if you guys noticed that the spider boss got his poison spray off on me right before he died. There's a blue herb here to help you with your poison, but right before he died, he got the spray off on me. After you defeat the boss, there's a door covered with webs, and you have to use the knife to slash the webs, which is what I was doing before you can go through the door. Once you go over here, we're gonna use the crank in this hole. We're gonna use it 3 times. It has to be 3 times. After the 3rd time here, that boulder's gonna come at us. All you have to do is hold the run button and hold up. That's all you have to do. Do that and you're safe. Once we go in here, we gotta play our favorite game in Resident Evil called Pushing Stuff. So we're gonna push this statue and get it in front of the part of the wall that's a little more animated than the rest of the wall, I guess. And then we're gonna use the crank on this hole. Do this twice. Push the statue over here, and we want to get it over this white circle in the bottom of the floor here. That way it'll turn the statue. And then we push it off, and then Jill will get turned. We need Jill to get turned, I think. And then we push the statue back on. And then once the statue's facing this direction like it is now, we push it all the way to the end here. And then we just gotta get it in that little hole in the wall right there. And that'll get us the cylinder. Now, at the end of the hall where the boulder was is a first aid box, and inside of this box is a first aid spray. And to open these boxes, I don't remember if I mentioned, you just gotta examine it and go to the top of the box. Not sure if I mentioned that before yet. Now we make our way all the way back to the start of the tunnels. Excuse me. So, inventory, you can pretty much get rid of everything. We're going to want to pick up the metal object, though. Everything else can go, except for the cylinder, of course. So you want the metal object and the cylinder. And then we'll go back through the hall where the 2 hunters were. I really did almost lose this run to that one hunter in there though. So he would have instant killed me if I didn't move. So open up this lid here to get us the shaft. Combine the cylinder and the shaft and then use it. So the combination for this is 4, 2, 3, 1. And then we can go down the elevator. So now we're gonna play a game of Ring Around the Rosie with Lisa. Lisa is completely avoidable. There's absolutely no reason to shoot her at all. She's over here, so we're gonna go this way. Since I'm at caution, I'm gonna just pick up this green herb here. Just to heal up. But we're gonna want to go into this room over here. And once we're in here, we got a crate that we gotta move. You're gonna want to try to line it up with the center, and then just push it in. And once it's on there, you know, about in the center as you can, then you can push the switch to transport it over. Now we go back and do another round of Ring Around the Rosie with Lisa. Looks like she's over here, so I'm gonna go this way. Barry's gonna abandon us and take the elevator with him. But that's okay. We don't need that elevator anyways. We're gonna run all the way down here and go down this ladder. And push this crate. We're gonna want to put this crate in that garbage compactor over there. And once you get the fall in, just press that button over there. And now we can get the broken flamethrower, which we need to unlock a door. So we'll go back to the ring where Lisa's at. Lisa's probably gonna be on our left. Yep. We're gonna want to pull this lever over here. And then run this a ways. And put the broken flamethrower in here. And that'll unlock the door for us. There's snakes in this water here, so just keep moving. Pick up this jewelry box sitting on the table here. And we're gonna go up both of these ladders, and that'll put us back into Lisa's house. That's unfortunate that that popped up. So just make sure you have the metal object in your inventory along with the jewelry box. And we're going to backtrack all the way back to the main hall of the mansion. Remember that there's still a zombie out here, so we're gonna, you know, go around the tree to avoid him again. That was close. He was a lot more farther up than usual. There's two zombies over here now. Just hug the right wall. Now, make sure to pick up this stone metal object out here. Crest. And that'll lock the doors, so we can't go out there anymore. But that's okay, we don't need to. Just keep making our way to the main hall. And then once you're in the main hall, go behind these stairs. You know, examine the jewelry box, you'll get the stone ring. And then combine the stone ring with the metal object. And then put both of these in the door. Now, if I remember right, and it's been a while since I played the original GameCube version of this game, but I think this once you go through this door is when you have to put in disc 2. Because the original GameCube version of this game was 2 discs. So we're about to encounter Lisa for one last time. Grab a couple of health items. And then make sure to grab the hawk and the wolf coin medal. Now, since we're going for the best ending, which means we have to keep Barry alive, we're going to be giving Barry his gun back. And you'll see what I mean when we get up there. there's gonna be a cutscene where Lisa breaks through and everything. But you do want to give Barry his gun back.
Jill.
So the Lisa fight, we just basically trying to avoid her while pushing these boulder thingies out. Just do your best to avoid Lisa. Sometimes Barry will be nice to you and like stun her, as you can see he's doing now. But sometimes he's stupid and just won't even shoot her. Now I'm kind of in a bad spot here, so thank you, Barry. Thank God Barry stunned her. Once you push all 4 of those down, that's the end of the fight. And no more Lisa for the rest of the game now. I was very well expecting to get hit there, but Barry was coming in clutch with that shot. Once that's done with, we go up this, and then we're gonna run over here, put the wolf coin in here, and then run to the other side to put the hawk coin in. And then we are going to start the final segment of the game, the laboratory. Now at the start of the little laboratory, couldn't talk there for a second. We got, let me count it out, 5 zombies that we have to shoot and burn. 5, yeah. So grab your handgun along with all the handgun ammo you have. And then grab the fuel canteen along with the lighter. Wherever my lighter is. That thing on the ground was an ink ribbon. Just take it nice and slow. Remember to take advantage of the auto aim. There's 3 zombies in this room. Homeboy is taking too long, so I'm gonna back up a little bit. Reload the handgun. That guy lit on fire. There's 2 zombies left in here, so I'm gonna preemptively refill my canteen here. We got 1 decapitation off, which is helpful. So it's 1 less zombie that needs to be burned. Check if homeboy's alive over there. He's not. Refill our canteen 1 last time. And we got 2 more zombies to kill and burn, and they're down here. he's down. And he's down. I wonder if I can get a... See if I can get one burn off. Get them both lit. By the looks of it, I did not. Oh well. It's not necessary anyway. This is the last time we're going to be using the fuel canteen for the rest of the game. Why are you not letting me use it? Yep, don't need to worry about burning zombies for the rest of the game anymore. Those were the last two. So once that's all taken care of, go down the side hall to these double doors here. And then we're gonna go to the computer. So the login is John, John. And then the password is Ada, A-D-A. You know, Ada from Resident Evil 2 and such. And then for this one, the password is Cell, S-E-L-L. And then unlock the third floor basement. And that's it. We're done with the computer. We're gonna make our way back up the stairs over here. And go all the way down this hall and pick up our second Mo disc out of 3. So we need to pick up 3 Mo discs, and then we need to find 3 separate computers to put the Mo disc in. And if you do that, you're able to save Chris, which you need to do for the best ending. And there's the third and final Mo disc. So we go to this keypad here, and the code is 8462. And then once this opens up, we can grab the laboratory key. And then we're gonna run back down here. Run over this a ways and unlock this door. There's 2 zombies we're about to kill, but these 2 zombies do not turn into Crimson Heads, so you can just kill them and get rid of them. But first I'm going to run all the way across so we can get access to this loot box here. Loot box. Well, I guess it is a loot box, huh? Item box. You can get rid of the lighter in the fuel canteen. I need to figure out how to turn that off on my Xbox. Grab the assault shotgun along with all your shotgun shells. Just double check to make sure you grab them all. Oh, and yeah, don't forget to grab the third Mo disc too. The one you picked up from the tiger statue. So yeah, there's 2 zombies here. I guess we'll have to use a shotgun shell on 'em. So yeah, just take care of them. I, for the love of God, do not remember the name of these enemies that we're about to encounter. So I'm just gonna call them bugs. They're kind of annoying. Usually they take about 2 to 3 shotgun shells to get rid of. They can climb on the ceiling, and they can be so low on the ground that you actually have to aim down to hit them. We're gonna pick up this fuel capsule here, and then we're gonna run out. And we're gonna backtrack a little bit. And we're gonna go into this door, which will be the final use of the laboratory key. We're about to go input our first Mo disc. So if you're not going for the best ending, coming into this room is completely optional. We climb through that air vent, and then we run straight to the end here, climb through this air vent. Equip the assault shotgun, put in the first Mo disc. Now we're gonna have another bug that we're about to kill. He comes out as soon as you push this. I had to wait to make sure he was dead. I didn't really hear his scream. So, yep, take care of that. Yep. Push the shelf back, and then you can leave this room. Now, one important thing to note. From now on in this hall room, take this way to go around. If you take the other way, a bug will pop out of the air vent, and then that's just an extra enemy you have to either shoot or dodge. And once we go in here, we're gonna go into this room, and we're about to get the fuel capsule filled and put in our second Mo disc. There's handgun ammo in the sink here. Now, I'm probably gonna let the zombie grab me if he gets close, but he does not. Because we have a crap ton of defense items that we're not gonna use. Make sure that zombie's down. Run around the corner here and put the Mo disc here. And then we're gonna put the fuel capsule in here. Very important. When the fuel capsule's full, which it's about to be now, it's full of something explosive. Don't run. Walk. Don't run, or you will blow up and die. And then shooting weapons, I think, has a chance to also make it explode. But we won't be shooting our weapons, so we'll be fine. But just take a nice stroll. Just a nice, easy stroll. Remember to take this way through the hall, though. Don't go to your right. Or Jill's right. So we're taking the full fuel capsule back to where we grabbed it in the first place. Nice and easy. You're almost there. And then once you put it back in, take a sigh of relief. You made it. You didn't blow up. And you can run again. I'm gonna go over here. Bug's gonna pop out. He's avoidable. We're gonna go into this room. Then another bug's gonna pop out. This one you're gonna have to shoot. Take him out, and then the final Mo disc will get put in here. And now the door to Chris's cell is unlocked. But Chris's cell is not unlocked yet, so we're not going to go to Chris quite yet. We won't go to him till after the tyrant fight. You can avoid this one. This one we have to shoot. And then that's the last bug we actually have to kill. Run over here to this blue computer screen to turn on the elevator power. And then one more bug's gonna come out, but he's avoidable. And we're gonna backtrack all the way to the hall where the two naked zombies were. So for the tyrant fight, I'm gonna do the knife strategy. It's really easy. I know when you think about it or hear about it, oh god, knifing a tyrant, this sounds terrible. In Resident Evil 1 Remake, it's actually not. I still mess it up sometimes though, and get hit, which is why I bring health items with me. But it's real simple, boys and girls. So just have a couple health items on you. Make sure you, of course, grab your knife wherever my knife is. There's my knife. Yeah, knife and some health items, that's all you need. And then press the button on the right of this elevator. Barry has rejoined us. So the knifing strategy goes like this. You get behind the tyrant and slash his butt. And then
Wesker!
he's gonna turn around, then you just run by him.
Thank you, Barry.
Slash his butt
Well,
again.
what do you know?
Rinse and repeat until
Oh,
he
don't
drops.
blame Barry for everything.
So I'm gonna be a little quiet during this part because I'm gonna want to focus.
It's magnificent.
not the cleanest. Definitely not the cleanest. I got a lot of work on it still to do. But I promise you, it is possible to do it without getting hit. You just have to be like...
Barry!
Make sure to talk to Barry
Barry!
too, by the way, before you leave. You just... Because if you get right behind him, he has a force animation where he turns around slowly and he won't slash. I wasn't in the right positions every time I was running by him, so he was getting hits off on me. So, I used quite a few first aid sprays that I really wasn't wanting to use there, but... So, once we get down past the elevator, we're gonna go free Chris now. And it's important if you're going for the best ending to talk to Barry, to wake him up. And Chris's cell door's over here. Yep. Just flip these 3 switches over here.
The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all locks. The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all locks.
And we just go all the way down the stairwell and head to the door, and then boom, we saved Chris.
Self-destruct system has been activated. All
You can come in here before this iron fight, and like you'll get a cutscene with Chris, but he won't be freed.
all locks.
His door won't be unlocked until you fight the tyrant.
Self-destruct system has been activated.
Now go back into the cell Chris was in. There's gonna be a flame grenade rounds in there.
And releasing all locks. Self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all locks.
Now that we got those, we'll make our way back to the beginning of the lab where the inventory box is.
Evacuate immediately.
Item box.
Deactivating and releasing all locks. Self-destruct system has been activated.
Come on.
All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all locks.
Don't worry about what the siren's saying. Or siren.
Self-destruct system has been
The
activated.
timer won't start till we go up to the elevator or the roof.
Deactivating and releasing all locks.
Gonna you pick up and use this green herb, because why not?
All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all locks.
Now we're gonna do one last bit of inventory management before we go start the final boss fight.
All personnel must
Make sure you have, by the end of this, make sure you have 1 inventory slot free. So we can get rid of the knife, get all your grenade rounds, and the grenade launcher. Magnum if you still have Magnum ammo left.
All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating
And of course you're gonna want
all locks.
some health items if you're able.
Self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately.
I have such of excess of grenades and stuff that I can drop the assault shotgun. We're not gonna use it.
Self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must
Might as well combine these green herbs.
deactivating and releasing all locks.
like I said, make sure you have one inventory slot
All
free.
personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all locks.
Come on.
Boys were patiently waiting on us.
Self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all locks.
Run down to the end of this hall here. We're gonna pick up the battery pack.
Self-destruct system has
Fuse
been
unit,
activated.
excuse me.
All
And then we're gonna put in this wall, have the whatever you want your opening weapon of choice to be ready.
all locks.
In this case, I'm gonna use the Magnum.
Minutes to detonation.
And now we gotta fight the tyrant one more time with a 3-minute timer. It's a pretty straightforward boss. It's just whether or not I'm gonna be able to dodge his little charges at me. He attacks at very random times. I'm sure he'll smack me at least once during this. Grab the signal rockets, or move towards the center here and use it. Woo! 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 That should have been a hit. Prioritize acid rounds before the flame rounds. Acid rounds do more. Woo-wee! I'm 2 for 2. He's gonna charge again. That one hits. This is so stupid. What's my health looking at? Oh, I'm gonna use the herb. I'm not even gonna mess around. So, once you get a certain amount of damage on him, the rocket will drop. Now, it's either going to take 1 shot or 2 shots to kill him. Sometimes he'll deflect it. He deflected it, so just immediately raise it up again and fire again. And that is Jill hard difficulty. Best ending with no new game plus items. I hope you guys enjoyed. Probably sometime next week, maybe I'll get the Chris video in. As you can see, I still have a lot of improving to do. You know, we're all human. No one's perfect. Just see what the final in-game
Jill,
stats were.
you did a fine job.
11 health items is a bit rough, but hope you guys enjoyed. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you.